Welcome to the Word for Life podcast, a daily devotional covering the entire Bible from Genesis to Revelation.
In Exodus chapter 17, Israel came to a place called Rephidim, and there was no water there. So Israel quarreled with Moses, grumbled against him, and also tried to stone him. They were basically trying to force Moses to solve the problem. Then they turned their attention to the Lord. They asked, "Is the Lord among us or not?" Now they were trying to force the Lord to solve the problem. They were asking, if the Lord was really among them, then why was there no water? Or why does He not prove His power by providing the water? You see, Israel gave a test to the Lord. They wanted the Lord to prove that He is really powerful. Israel thought that by quarreling, taking up stones against Moses, and also questioning God, that they can somehow force Moses or God to solve the problem. But Moses did not follow in the steps of the Israelites. He trusted the Lord. He took with him the staff with which he had struck the Nile, and just as the Lord commanded, he struck the rock, and water flowed from the rock. Friends, Moses did not try to give a test to the Lord, but he trusted that the Lord will solve the problem. Friends, there is only one way we can see God act. That one way is faith. Only faith in God pleases God. After this event, there was another bigger challenge for Israel. But again, Moses trusted the Lord. There were these Amalekites, and they were attacking Israel. The Amalekites were the descendants of Esau. Those days, people like the Amalekites raided weak and defenseless people like Israel, plundered them, and walked away with their wealth. Now, they were attacking Israel because Israel was weak, defenseless, and unprepared for war. But Moses showed extraordinary faith with the Amalekite situation. He first asked Joshua to take some people with him to fight the Amalekites. Then Moses climbed a nearby hill and lifted his staff before the Lord. You see, this is how people prayed to God back then. They lifted their hands toward God. Even when his hands became tired, Moses still lifted his hands up with help from Aaron and Hur. He remained in this praying position till sunset. As long as he lifted his hands up, Joshua and his men won the battle. When Moses let his hands down, the Amalekites seemed to win. Friends, in the New Testament, in 1 Peter 5, 8 and 9, we are called to resist, be firm in the faith when the enemy roars. Only in heaven we will have no enemies. Here on earth we will have enemies. But we can all remember that sustained prayer will help us gain victory. Here, the sustained prayer of Moses helped Joshua take victory. And then, once the Amalekites were defeated, the Lord warned Moses that the Amalekites will attack again. But this is how Moses trusted the Lord. In verse 16, he said, "Because hands were lifted up against the throne of the Lord will be at war against the Amalekites from generation to generation." By this, he meant that because he had lifted up his hands in prayer to the Lord, there will be victory from the Amalekites, not only now, but also in the future. Friends, Moses knew that hands lifted up in prayer will bring victory. We now know that without prayer, nothing will bring victory.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you tomorrow for the next episode of the Word for Life podcast.